Another wave of Ukrainian drone strikes on Russian oil refineries had triggered a nationwide fuel crisis. Gas prices have hit record heights, with widespread shortages and long lines at gas stations. Most stations are dry, fuel is rationed, and queues stretch for miles. Even Kremlin-backed leader Sergei Aksyonov admits the crisis could last a month. Now we will report to you about this. Russia's economy buckles under inflation, labor shortages, and industrial decline, but the Kremlin's focus in on the military. Watch for more.
Back to the USSR. In attempts to combat the economic crisis, Russian authorities are increasingly turning to the experience of the Communist Party, a surge in inflation, trillion-ruble investments in continuing the full-scale war against Ukraine, and problems with the harvest have led to a sharp rise in food prices. Vegetables from the so-called borscht set alone have risen in price by about 87% over the year. The Russian Ministry of Agriculture has decided to take pricing into its own hands. The ministry is considering two options for regulation.
According to the first option, in 2026, at least 80% of sales will consist of goods purchased by retail chains through direct long-term contracts with fixed prices. The parties will be able to revise them no more than once a year, and it will be impossible to terminate the contract out of court. A stricter option is also being considered, under which the state will set the minimum and maximum retail prices for 80% of products. Goods such as potatoes, carrots, cabbage, beets, tomatoes, onions, milk, eggs, sugar, apples, cucumbers, and sunflower oil may fall under regulation from a publication by the Moscow Times.
Prices keep rising, while salaries keep falling. As Russia's military-industrial complex grows, civilian industry sectors are suffering. For example, Russia's largest automaker, AvtoVAZ, is cutting employee salaries. The reason is a sharp drop in car sales and overstocked warehouses. Salary cuts will amount to at least 20%, and the plant will switch to a 4-day work week by the end of September.
In addition to one working day, workers will also lose overtime, for which they received bonuses, a source at AvtoVAZ told MASH. Because of this, many are planning to submit resignation letters, the source added.